you can find it all over Africa, especially West Africa, but it's processed so differently. So the ivory is a lot lighter and nuttier. And if you find shea butter on the market, generally it will be from Ghana, because that's the kind of the more established trade route, right? But the Nigerian one is just so amazing. I know you've got it there, right? It's so earthy and waxy. And we always just get the most amazing reviews from people about how much it's helped their eczema and their psoriasis and any like skin condition. I can't get enough of it. And for scarring, it's amazing. So yeah, what you said about shea is really interesting, because it's called woman's gold in West Africa, because it's helped so many women in those cooperatives into independence, but also we use it for everything. And it's the thing about that one ingredient. And I think when we launched the business, we only launched with those two products. It was the Edan oil and the shea. And even though they're quite different, like one's really luxurious and one's like a kind of cure-all balm, it was just like, I couldn't believe how many people didn't know what it was. And I just get it out there. Wow. There was so many people that had no idea. And even within the natural beauty industry, I was looking, like, everyone's doing DIY stuff and they just don't know what this is. Like, it needs to be out there more. So yeah.
Oh, cool. And so do you also use it on your scalp?
Yes, I do, especially when I've got my little braids in at the moment and these little between. I can use it on my scalp because obviously my hair is like very coarse and it's afro hair. If you tend to get greasy hair, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But what you can do is use it as like a massage. You can massage it in and then shampoo it out straight away. Or you can, if you've got curly hair that's not afro, but it's kind of like curly or coiled, you can take it like damp, super damp, soaking wet. You can just run it through the ends and it will just give you that little bit of definition and seal all the ends in. Yeah, so the gold Nigerian one is very rich in vitamins A and E. It is just one organic ingredient, comes from the nut. It's just the fatty goodness from inside of the nut. We use it on absolutely everything. You can use it as a nappy balm, which a lot of people don't know. When people really are unaware of it, I kind of think if somebody is kind of new to cleaner beauty or sustainable beauty, I just say, like, just think about switching out your Vaseline for a shea. Okay? So anything, everything, lip balm. What I really love to do is use the Edan oil all over out of the bath or shower, and then put the gold shea on extra dry areas like feet, hands, elbows and knees, and then get into like cotton pajamas and you wake up just so soft. That's my absolute favorite way to use it. But also cuticles, I find it's really good for cuticles if you're working a lot. Abby loves, if you're doing like washing up or boring chores, you can put it on like a really thick layer and then put on your rubber gloves. I don't know what you American. That's a weird. Do you call them? What do you call them? Like washing up gloves?
I don't know. I guess like dish gloves.
Dish gloves. Okay, so we call them marigolds, which is really weird. I was about to say marigolds. I was like, they're not going to understand that. So put on your like dish gloves, and then you have like a little manicure. How else do I like to use it? When you mentioned scalp massages, that's an unusual one that most people don't think of, but that is so nice. Yeah.
So when you do a scalp massage with shea butter, do you then wash it out, or do you leave it in, or does it just depend on?
For me, I can leave it in. It depends on your scalp and on your hair texture, because you will get very greasy hair if you don't have very dry hair. But if you have dry hair and scalp, then 100% leave it in. The other thing, even I use it for facial massage. For me, it's a bit too heavy to use as a night cream. Some women swear by it; they absolutely love it. If you've got like parched skin, or if you're doing sports, it's so good as a barrier cream. So if you're like skiing or you're hiking, you know, when you know that wind is going to be hitting you like the whole day, if you put a really thick layer on, it's just the best barrier cream. But that would break me out if I slept in it or left it on like way too long. So I use it as a massage. I'll put a tiny bit on my face, use a jade roller or whatever, and then I'll take it off with a mist clear water.